Hi guys. Before I forget, I'm going to give you guys a quick belly shot now. I'm 39 weeks pregnant and it's been a rough week. So here's my belly shot. Belly from the side. I have definitely dropped, and from the front. So 39 weeks. Oh my God, I have one more week to my due date, and this baby can't come out any sooner. Um, for my symptoms, I am exhausted, uh, tired, sore, uh, in pain, uh, just everything that comes with the last couple of weeks of being pregnant. Uh, it's it's definitely been more challenging for me to do things on a day-to-day basis. I do get little bursts of energy where I'll, for an hour I'll clean. I'll take the dogs for a bunch of walks, or I'll go, you know, to the store or whatever. But for the most part, I'm pretty tired. I'm 100% waddling now. It's just not possible for me to walk normal. It feels like I have a bowling ball between my legs. My pelvis bone hurts so bad that the other day when I got back from walking the dogs, I actually almost collapsed because I was just like I was holding onto the wall, just like in pain, and it almost felt like I was maybe having a contraction with it. I wasn't really sure, but it was so painful. So I couldn't wait to go to my doctor's appointment yesterday to, get checked and see if I had made any progress. So that's pretty much it for my symptoms. I mean, the main thing is the pelvic pain and pressure. I do still get a lot of rectal pressure, and it's just I know that he has dropped because I know that there's no way that I would have been feeling these things if he hadn't, and now they're just very much real and there, and I can't sit with my legs closed anymore. Like it's that painful. So I went to my midwife appointment, and to kind of give you guys a recap on my last appointment, if you missed my video last time, for last week, I was 65% effaced, very, very soft, and a centimeter and a half. After I left that appointment, I had a lot of bleeding, not as much as I needed to go back to the hospital, but I definitely thought like, oh, she definitely like was playing around with cervix, and it ruptured some blood vessels. So on Saturday, I started to have um, more contractions, to the point where I had to go lay in the tub for a little bit and practice my hypnobirthing breathing and all that kind of stuff. And when I got out of the tub, I noticed that I had lost my mucus plug completely because I'm not really sure how big they're supposed to be, or I lost a pretty big part of it. So I was pretty excited about that. But then after Googling and just finding out from other people is that your mucus plug can regenerate, uh, just like mucus in your body and anywhere else in your body. So that kind of sucked. But then I thought, this is at least a good sign to know that things are progressing. And by next Friday, which today or whatever my next appointment was going to be, I was going to be making progress. So yesterday I went to the appointment. I knew going in that, I've been having contractions, but they've kind of tapered off. Uh, but some of the contractions that I had were pretty painful. I had two on Tuesday where I actually had to full on moan. I thought that somebody was ripping my legs apart. It was so painful. I couldn't even believe it. Uh, and I was actually a little bit scared to think like, oh my God, this is what like child labor is going to be like. There's no way, but whatever. They went away as soon as I go to bed. Like every night they go away. So lots and lots of false labor that I've been having. And I'm pretty sure that when I do go in labor, I'm either not going to know if my water doesn't break. So let's hope my water breaks before I go into labor because I might not. So even that appointment, this appointment that I went to, she checked me, and I was the exact same. But she wasn't the midwife that had checked me before. So no two hands are the same. And I mean, how are you going to be able to tell if maybe she has smaller fingers or larger fingers or whatever. So she says, I'm pretty much the same, but my cervix is softer than hers was a week after she had her baby, which I don't know what that is because I've never had a baby, but she says your cervix is very, very soft after you have a baby. So she says that's a really good thing because, knowing that your cervix isn't rock hard, that you're not dilating, and that you're not softening out, that could be concerning. But knowing that all these things are happening is good. She goes, even though you haven't made any progress, doesn't mean you're not going to all of a sudden go into labor tomorrow. So I wasn't one bit discouraged. I wasn't upset. I wasn't nothing like that because we didn't know what I was prior to my 38-week appointment. I could have been a centimeter and a half for a very long time. So I'm okay with that. She did tell me that I'm measuring 40 weeks. So I'm measuring a week ahead. So she says that's really good because she says your baby's done. It's just when your baby and your body are like, okay, let's get these things started. We did discuss a little bit about induction, and I was not happy to find out that I might go into November before getting induced. Now, if most of you know from following me, I don't want to go past the 31st. I know that's kind of selfish to say that, but one, knowing that I'm already measuring at 40 weeks, I could have a very large baby in there. He could be 9.5 pounds, and I don't want to have to go past October because that'll mean he's 5 or 6 or 7 or 8 or 9 days overdue, and I'm going to have this massive child. So, and I want to do this naturally, as you all know, so I don't want to have this problem. So, I said to her, like, I know that you guys don't want me to go over, you don't want me to be induced until I'm like 41 weeks, but like, we need to understand, like, I can't be pushing out a town baby, even though lots of people do that. If I'm 41 weeks, that means I'm probably going to be measuring at 42 weeks by then. So how is this going to be even better? So she did tell me that there's things that they do where they'll, do an outpatient induction where they come in, you take a pill, you get monitored, then you leave, and then you come back, and then you take another pill, and then you come back on the third day. If there's no changes, then you get Pitocin, which I don't want Pitocin, and I still have a week. There's lots of girls out there that go on their due date, the day after the due date, the day before, 2 or 3 days after, but we have what? 5 days after my due date that I need to go into labor. um, but I know that he's going to come when he's going to come. I'm just really anxious. I have a lot of days where I cry because I am so ready for him to be here. I watch Baby Story like it's going out of style. I'm so ready. Like, it's crazy how in love I am with him, and I haven't even seen his face yet. I've never even had a 4D ultrasound. I'm just so curious to see what he looks like. I found a couple baby pictures of myself, and I was showing my husband, like, he could very well look like me when I was little, when I was firstborn, or you could look like my husband, but I want to see his face. He kicks me and he pushes me and he does all these things, and I know that he's in there, and I just, I want him to be healthy and come when he wants to come, but it's such a hard waiting game, and it's one of those things that, when other people are going into labor that are due around the same time, and they're going before you, and it's like, oh my God, like, and seeing people say how in love they are, and, how beautiful they are, and seeing them, and seeing how happy they are together, it's like, I just want that so bad. And I know it's going to come, and I really badly want it to come soon. But again, I am going to enjoy this weekend. I'm going to enjoy my time with my husband. And, when he comes, he comes. So maybe I'll see you next Friday. Maybe I'll see you earlier than that. But that is my next appointment. Is all my due date at 9 o'clock in the morning. So who knows? Something might happen. So anyways, I'll keep you guys posted. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend, and I will hopefully not see you next Friday. I will see you before then. If not, I will see you then. Bye.